Okay, fine. I guess I have to admit it. I am burning out. What's up, you guys? Famous Ashley Grant here. Welcome to More Movement, Please, the podcast where I hope to inspire you to move your body more. So, this is a topic I didn't intend to discuss. I was trying to ignore it completely and just hope that maybe I was just being a little dramatic and that I needed to just, grin and bear it, as they say. But I told you guys I was going to keep it raw and real. And so I have to address a situation that I'm dealing with. I had recently said that, I was happy with the cadence of how many times I was going to the gym. And while that is still accurate, the truth is that my body's starting to revolt a little bit. And I've realized that I kind of don't have a choice but to pull back a little bit. And here's what I mean by that. Um, Over the past, I just recently hit 300 days of more movement than I've ever done probably in my whole life. And the reality is that I've gotten like head colds and other issues more in the past 300 days than I have in a long time. I mean, health wise, I was having issues, with being overweight. I was having overweight issues of pain and um, high blood pressure and things like that. There were even discussions of whether or not I was pre-diabetic, and so there were lots of blood tests and all the things. And But I didn't really get, like, head colds a lot. I wasn't, like, constantly, getting sick. But the weird thing is that I've noticed that in the past 300 days, I've had different physical ailments, and they've mainly been, like, me getting head colds and issues with my menstrual cycle and things like that, and so I went on a seven-day trip with my husband, and, we went to Florida and back, and as we were on our way back, we were stopping at different places, and we were enjoying the sunshine and the outdoors and all that, um, and I was really loving it, and then when I got home, I could feel that I was getting sick again, but I was trying to ignore it and trying to power through as I typically do, and on Thursday morning, my plan was to go to Tabata as I normally would. I got home on Wednesday, and so the plan was, go back to Tabata on Thursday. I got dressed and I was ready to go out the door. And as soon as I got to the door, I got very sick. And I was like, okay, that's a sign from the universe. Don't go to the gym. So I didn't. Instead, I did stretching and walking and things like that. But then Friday, I went back, as if everything was fine, but I could still feel that familiar tickle in my throat that something wasn't right. And come Saturday night, I was full blown sick, like full blown, could not get up, could not get out of bed. And so I spent all of Sunday in bed and didn't do any movement. And today is Monday. Yeah, today's Monday. And I'm still feeling like I'm being put through the ringer. And so it's been prompting conversations about, do I need to take a step back? And I think I do. So I think what I'm gonna do, and I announced this yesterday on Instagram, today's the 11th, the day that I'm recording this. I announced this yesterday that my plan for the next 4 weeks as kind of an experiment is I'm going to go to the gym on Mondays, Fridays, and Saturdays because Zumba's my favorite, and I don't wanna stop doing the weightlifting stuff, so I'll still do low impact cardio and toning. But on the other 4 days, I am going to do a lot more yoga, a lot more stretching, a lot more walking, a lot more hiking, um, and not push myself to get to the gym as much as I have been. And so this is in no way me saying that I'm gonna stop moving. I fully intend to move my body every single day. That will not stop. I won't ever let that happen again. But I know I do need to pull back how often I'm at the gym. And it sucks to say that. I've felt this coming for a while, but I tried to ignore it. I tried to just, be the girl that was like, "No, I'm the more movement please girl. I'm supposed to be at the gym as often as possible. Every day it's open. I need to be there." And that really was something that I was feeling very committed to and very drawn to. And the truth is, I love being at the gym. I love working out with other people. Group activities is one of my favorite things in the whole world, and it's honestly one of the big reasons I've been so inspired to keep going to the gym and to keep moving my body. But I think right now, I don't really have a choice in the fact that I need to stop going to the gym as much. But again, I want to reiterate that does not mean I'm going to stop moving. I have no intention of stopping the movement. Um, because I am the more movement please girl. That is my goal is to get people to move their bodies every day. And that's why it kills me anytime that I can't move. And so I think it's just right now a moment of trying to reexamine where I'm at in my health journey. And no, this isn't coming from a place of I spoke to a bunch of doctors. No, this isn't anything like that. It's just me trying to do what I've told you guys about before, and that is listen to my body. I've said before I'm not a girl that subscribes to diets, and I'm still not. Um, but I definitely can feel something's off and it's bugging me. And so I'm trying to experiment and evaluate um and the goal is to continue telling you guys what's going on with me because with any workout program, you got to do what's best for you. And so that's kind of what's going on. And I just wanted to share this with y'all because like I said, I want to be transparent and I know that if I kept hiding what I was feeling, that I could make myself worse and I could get to a point where I can't move for a while. And that's definitely not something I ever want to have to deal with. So that's where I'm at. Just wanted to share this little update with you guys. I'll keep you guys posted as to what happens and what I'm feeling because I feel like it's really important to tell the truth about what's really going on. And so I hope this was inspiring in some way, or at least makes you examine your own situation. If you feel like the way that you're moving isn't working, then do something about it. Don't just keep trying to show up just because you feel like you have to or you're afraid you're going to disappoint somebody. Because it's definitely one of the big reasons that I didn't want to admit this to myself is I definitely have a lot of fear of disappointing people. I have a lot of fear of being judged by people. Um, and the specific people who I'm afraid of being judged by, they know who they are and they know why I'm afraid that they're gonna judge me, but I finally have realized that the more important thing is that I am able to keep showing up at all, and I can't do it in the way that I was before. So, I'm sure you can hear it in my voice, I'm very hoarse right now. I'm incredibly hoarse because, I've been dealing with this sickness, but that's where I'm at and what my current plan is, my current experimental goal. We'll see how it goes. I'll keep you guys posted as to what happens, and, if you wanna share what's going on in your fitness journey, I'd love to hear from y'all. Go to famousashleygrant.com/fitness, or if you are in the fitness industry yourself and you have advice you wanna share, I wanna hear from you too. famousashleygrant.com/fitness. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and listening to my story and my journey. I appreciate you guys more than you know. And onwards and upwards, my friends. Have you worked out today?